Hey, good people! Welcome back to Tea with Tea, your #1 gossip plug for the latest South African drama, served hot, spicy, and with a side of side eyes. Today's tea is overflowing, and it's got Mzansi in shock, confusion, and a whole lot of hybo. What is going on here? Let's talk about Grace Mondlana. Yes, that Grace. Influencer, content creator, and now, apparently, the widow to her ex-boyfriend who tragically passed away in a car accident. So Grace posted a heart-wrenching tribute to her ex, calling him the love of her life, sharing cozy throwback pics, and not just with a tribute post. Oh no, honey, it was a full-blown love letter to the afterlife. She even claiming she paid for his funeral. Yes, you heard that right. Sis was front and center, giving a speech like a certified
My name
Makoti.
is Grace Mondlana, and Sipho was the love of my life for 6 years. And everyone who once dated me is who I got to share him with. We only met when I was 18, he was 24. We shared so many of our first together, like our first time at the beach, our first flights, our first jobs, our first salaries. We both related our parents' homes. We had goals, guidelines that I believe we both followed. We both graduated, and at some point I know I was selfish with everyone who's here not wanting to share him with them. I was still them when they were studying, and my friends can testify that whenever people would call, I'd drop everything and race and run to him. And to see him grow to be the man that he was to date has been so beautiful. He was a hard worker, and I think we can all testify to that. This has been the hardest week of my life, but I think as my final act of love to him, I am so happy that Mama and Slebu and his brother Kulania could do all of this for him. I don't think my life will ever be the same without him, as I believe our tertiary days are those that shape our life, and he will be a memory of everything that I do. We had a schedule of seeing each other. I shouldn't expect to see him anymore. At work, I went to his work on Monday after the accident, and I saw where he was working. There's no one. I think everyone had a time where they spoke to Sipho, and now he's not going to be there. Can we please all lay our hearts to God? His passing was very unexpected, but he left me with a message which I did not think it was him saying goodbye. I just thought it's just one of those days where he's just pouring his heart to me, but I'm so grateful that he did get the chance to tell me everything that he did, because now my heart is at peace. And having seen how hurt he was after the accident, I'm just happy that he's at peace now.
And word on these TikTok streets is that she even handled the funeral arrangements like the man's wife. But here's the plot twist. The guy had a girlfriend. A new bae of 4 months named Leanne. And baby, the internet did not take that lightly. People were dragging Grace, saying, "Why are you mourning publicly when the relationship was private?" Others accused her of trying to erase the current girlfriend and make herself look like the main one. Some even said she gave widow energy without the wife title. And let's just say, things got very uncomfortable. Grace showed up to the funeral, allegedly paid for it, delivered a speech, and had VIP-level access, even viewing the body first, informing colleagues and friends, and get this, she even changed his LinkedIn profile to reflect his passing, the power, the audacity, the drama. An anonymous close friend of the family spilled that Grace was allowed to be so involved because she spoiled the family, buying groceries, sending money to the mom, basically wife duties on a girlfriend level. She was even listed as the next of kin, while Lee, the actual girlfriend, was completely sidelined. But was it genuine love or just buying your way into the circle? Apparently, the relationship between Grace and the deceased was private, very private. Sources say he didn't want to post her and even acted like he was ashamed of her. Ouch. So when she suddenly came out publicly claiming him as the love of her life, people were like, wait, weren't y'all just exes? And to add fuel to the fire, a voice note leaked where Grace allegedly says, "If it wasn't for me, there wouldn't even be a funeral."
I just hope, in your heart, I'm not in the bad books because of everything that has transpired this week. I just want us to just always be reminded of him when we think of each other. And although I did tell you that he didn't do right by me most of the time, most situation of us being together, and had I not been a part of the funeral, there wouldn't be a funeral at all. And that's not things I tell to people to say, I pray for everything, I did this, that does not, because that's going to bring shame to the family. However, I just want to tell you that my intention of everything was not malicious, rather to just look up in Yaga and move on with my life, with what I said and posted, okay? I hope if I did do hurt your feelings a bit, that you do forgive me, okay?
Eesh, that line hit the timeline hard. Many felt like she was bragging and not grieving. This echoes what her former bestie Larato said during their messy friendship breakup, that Grace loves attention, validation, and can't stand not being the center of praise. She claims Grace has a savior complex, obsessed with looking like a good person online and trending for the right image. As if it wasn't enough, girlfriend Lee went live to express how blindsided she was. She said she didn't understand Grace's behavior and felt erased from the whole situation, like she never mattered.
This guy didn't tell you that he's still with Grace.
They were not together, but now Grace posted and said, he was the love of my life. From those kind of things I want. So,
Yeah.
couldn't I post it as like, guys,
Something
like,
that's still happening between Nale ex.
no.
Mara and what's my Grace when you
So, but why?
Yeah, so she posted that today. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now I'm trying to sleep. And
mourning, you're also mourning him.
yeah, he was her ex, but she posted today and all of that. So my people came on my live and they were like, why is Grace posting your boyfriend as her ex? Sarah's as her ex now taking the clout. Like, oh guys, I was starting to and everything was starting to make sense, man. But this whole situation, it pulls me back and it's, oh man.
So when is it? Oshara actually Grace Mondlana.
I think her ex is my boyfriend.
Hi bo. Ndapenga sis.
I know, man.
Oh, that's why funeraling.
No, I'm not allowed to in my culture. It's not ideal because it's believed that you might also follow.
Now, the internet is split. Some say Grace was out of line, trying to steal the spotlight and disrespecting the current girlfriend. Others believe she was just deeply hurt and wanted to honor the man she once loved. But one thing's for sure. Grace needs to check her inner circle because someone is leaking voice notes. And clearly, not everyone in her corner is clapping for her. Now listen, sis. There's a lot going on here. Grief is messy, relationships are complex, and private love stories can become public drama overnight. Was Grace truly acting out of love? Or was this a well-timed PR performance? The people are asking, is she mourning or marketing? So what do you think, T-Fam? Was Grace mourning genuinely, or was she performing for the public? Did the current girlfriend deserve more respect? And is it time for Grace to take a long, hard look at her brand and her friends? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and remember, we sip so you don't have to. The mess never rests. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hot gossip, real drama, and SA's spiciest sips.